All right, we're live. Yep. Welcome everybody to the 2018 Field Day. I'm joined here by my co-host Cy and Ryan. I'm J&B Wrestling, and we're gonna get some action underway here in just a little bit. So we have all of our captains competing out here today for bragging rights, and all of these guys are athletes leading their teams into battle. We have the 6-foot Emmanuel. We have Igwe, yeah.
Igwe.
We got Elijah. We got Brandon. We got Chandler. We got our very own Jonathan.
The scrub.
Mm-hmm.
The scrub, you know.
And they're all going to be out here in just a little bit. So Ryan, why don't you give your prediction for today's field day?
I believe my team's gonna win. Team 5, all the way.
Who's your captain?
Emmanuel Igwe.
Okay, so his prediction is Emmanuel to come out victorious. And we also have their captain by Miss C and Mr. Erlands.
Oh.
And
oh,
we couldn't forget about DeAndre.
Ooh, DeAndre. Ooh. I think I'm on DeAndre's team. Never mind. I don't really know, honestly.
Now I believe that. So DeAndre and Brandon. Brandon is one of the most defensive players, and DeAndre is one of the most offensive players. So defense wins games, but who do you believe will come out on top between the two?
I mean, the one that has the best shots in defense. I mean, whoever's the most defensive on the team. So it's either, let me think. I mean, DeAndre's a solid player. Emmanuel is that one guy that dunks everywhere, you know? Even though there's not a basketball goal in front of him. He see this right here? He would dunk on this because he's a crazy little person.
Because we have to keep it PG. But yeah, I believe, Emmanuel's size advantage might come into play today. Because out there, he's big and, he could dominate through the competition. But we can't count on, I believe that Chandler Dolberry is the dark horse in today's event. He is the dark horse captain out here today.
More like white horse, because he's so white.
Oh, here he comes right now.
There's Chandler.
There's Chandler.
You can't see him right now, but he's a white
He's
horse.
coming up the steps. One of our six captains. One of our 6 captains is making his way up here right now. Chandler, led by Mr. Mueller and Miss Wilkerson today. So will he the captain that will come out victorious today?
What team is he on again? Team 2 or 3?
I think so. But here's the thing, is that Chandler and Jonathan are 2 of our graduating seniors this year. So they will go at it on separate teams. If their leadership, I think, is very, very vital in this competition. So whose leadership do you think who do you think will be the better leader from the 2?
Well, I mean, Jonathan, he's the president of the school for right now. So, I mean...
Poster boy.
Yeah, basically. Well, Jonathan, he's been leading us for a while now, right? And he hasn't been doing that much lately. So, I believe Jonathan's gonna win. Because, number 1...
he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Absolutely unstoppable, and I've seen him play, and just his speed and his skill, and he's one. But Chandler is one of the most influential minds here today. So, do you think it will be brains or power that comes on top?
I think you must have both. Honestly, you gotta have both to win, and it'll just be the decider. It's like 50-50, honestly.
That's an interesting prediction. But
let's talk about the underdogs, though.
The underdogs. Who are the underdogs here today?
Emmanuel?
Emmanuel's an underdog?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I will have to disagree with you on this. I think that Elijah's team is the underdog. I think that, I think he's nothing against him, but I think he's been the captain who will put in the least effort to this team. And I think all of those other guys are going to go out there and compete. And I think they're just going to pass him by. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Elijah can certainly surprise us, like that movie he showed us yesterday.
He is full of surprises.
Yeah, he's a really good movie editor. If you want him for a job sometime, you know. Anybody that's watching, I see no one watching us, which is terrible.
But this will still be on.
Text your mom.
But this knowledge of movies won't do anything out here in the field. So what do you think is what's gonna take for him to come out on top here today?
So you can use your smarts on the field. It doesn't just have to be power. You can use your brain. You can use tactics, formations, you know, and you can have a plan before you even go on the field.
Interesting. And I think some of their knowledge out here, not just out here, but in the classroom, I think, you know, a lot of these guys are very intelligent. Not all of them, but I'll let you figure out who that is.
Emmanuel.
But come on, stop taking shots at him. But let's go ahead and talk about Brandon Tucker. Let's talk about him. What do you think about him?
He's a scrub.
How do you think his play is going to come out on today?
I mean, he's a smart player. He's rough on the field too.
Yeah, and I will say this. I have been on the other end of his defensive moves, and it does not feel good. He will put your lights out just like that. So I think that, you know, his power and his will to win will dominate the competition here today.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. He's not afraid to use his body. That's for sure.
And I think that will come in definitely in the kickball competition whenever he's fielding at the base. And I think, you know, whenever he's trying to go for the tag, I think, you know, maybe he's a very hard-headed player. So I don't know how this will come to effect. Maybe he'll get ejected, but is it worth it?
I don't really know, honestly. At least you're having fun. Make sure you don't, injure people, that's for sure.
Let's talk about DeAndre. DeAndre, so he has, I believe, Jonathan on his team. So these two have the most amazing chemistry I have ever seen.
What about Mr. Sims?
Mr. Sims, what are you doing here?
We're live streaming right now.
We're live streaming.
Oh, y'all on Facebook?
We're having a pre-show.
We're on YouTube.
Yeah, we YouTube pre-show.
Say hi. There's nobody watching, but say hi.
But it's gonna be up, so people are gonna watch it.
Alright.
Anyway, so yeah, DeAndre has Jonathan on his team, and these two, as we've seen throughout the year, their chemistry is incompatible compared to others.
Down on them haters,
Others
bro.
are, you know, their chemistry is unbelievable. So do you think that those two alone will lead their team to victory?
They need more teamwork, honestly.
Oh, Christian's watching. Hey, Christian.
Christian's the lame boy.
What's up? He's watching. Wish you were here.
Yeah, but you left the school. You're a scrub.
Yeah, we're having a field day pre-show, and don't worry, we're going to get to the main show in a little bit. But anyway, so do you think DeAndre and Jonathan's chemistry, there alone, will let them dominate the competition? Those two alone.
Let's see. If they can pass to another player, or they can rely on their skill. I know DeAndre has some skill, because I've played against him many times. My defense is 50-50 against him, honestly. But DeAndre's good. Jonathan, he's a scrub, honestly.
I think DeAndre's defensive play, you know, him going, you know, I think he'll be preying on the underdogs here today. And I think, you know, it might sound cruel, but hey, a game is a game.
Two people are watching.
And you gotta win. So.
Who's watching here?
Let's see, who else we're going down the list.
Let me look.
So finally, we'll get to Emmanuel. So Emmanuel, he's had years of skill, years of practice. Ever since he was a little boy, just practicing, honestly, just his speed, his skill, perfecting his craft. Do you think that he will be the top player out here today, or do you think he'll fall?
Joseph,
Yeah.
can you put air on this one?
Yeah.
Mira, llegado allí hay que buscar aquellos cubetas llenas de agua.
Okay, guys.
Ryan, take control of the pre-show. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
How's it going?
Here's the list of captains.
Okay. How's it going, bros? It's your boy, Cyan Ryan here. So, out of your captains so far, who do you think could win? Honestly, I would believe the underdogs would win, but honestly, I don't really know. Oh yeah, Christian. Just text me if you're able to go tonight, okay? You know I'm serious. Okay. I believe Emmanuel would win, honestly. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Let's see. Ocean Man, take me by the hand. Look at how beautiful this is.
It's a beautiful view.
Joseph, you're not the beautiful view, okay?
Oh wait, Ryan, cut the pre-show.
Why?
We'll be right back with our main show. It's time for the main show.
Okay. We'll be back, son of a guns.